L13 Podcast.
We are live from the Lucky 13 studios in the back of Lucky 13 in front of the Lucky 13 stage. And we got fucking Jamal over here.
Yo.
We got Dee Rotten behind the fucking scenes. And we got our very good friend Alex Haber here. Fucking Captain Hot fucking Topic.
Good to be back, and I'm very impressed by the professional and the upgrades and equipment, I gotta say.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we're all professional now. Thanks all D, man. He's got it on lockdown. But, you know, whatever. We started like 3 minutes early because we were missing too much podcast gold.
Talking too much, bro.
Well, we were talking too much shit. And I found out some personal shit about D that I'm disappointed in. And,
Dude, come on. I disappointed in the last episode.
every week, you're breaking my heart, man. You're breaking my heart. He doesn't like AC/DC. Broke my fucking heart.
Oh, fuck. It's fucking boring.
I mean, with all due respect, I agree. I mean, you know, look, I love some songs. Again, Ride On, from very early ACD songs, a great song, but after Back in Black, it's all the same
I love Kiss.
Yeah.
You know, come on, cut me some fucking slack.
Kiss but Kiss also had more diversity in their sound too.
Kiss is fucking top 5 rock and roll bands of all time.
Yeah, Kiss did have diver. I wouldn't. Listen, as I look at as I look at all those bands like Kiss and AC/DC and, you know, the Ramones, they're all like good starter metal bands or starter punk rock bands. You know what I mean? It's the gateway drug to fucking the real shit. You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Thanks,
Fair
Alex.
enough. I grew up with the emo shit. So
Yeah. Well, you're the youngest. How old are you now?
I'm 28.
God damn.
He's getting it. When you, Jamal?
I'll be fucking 30 in a month.
God.
He's looking at his watch to see. Do you have a calendar on the way?
I do, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
When you first met me, I was 22, out of college.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a baby.
Damn.
He's a
Yep.
baby.
I was only a year into being allowed to drink.
Yeah. Came in here like a little kid, still had his thumb in his mouth. Fucking.
Well, Captain Hot Topic, how the fuck did you find this fucking glorious place?
I came here in an attempt to win back my ex-girlfriend, but instead I fell in love with this place and forgot the original, and that is a true story.
That's good.
Sounds like a Hot Topic story.
First thing I was listening to Tears Don't Fall on the way here. So.
Yeah, and then he just sat at the corner of his bar, at the corner of the bar, crying into his beer. I'm my girlfriend. Yeah, we fell in love with it. So
and then I fell in love with this place, and the rest is history.
well, and man, and it's cool to see Alex go from this young kid coming in here, like, you know, wide-eyed and excited, and then going and like, dude, you've interviewed so many fucking people. Like, so many people. Have you seen?
Have you fucking New York? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I watched that shit, man.
Have you looked at like his resume, man? There's so many people that I'm just like, wow, how the hell did
I
you
wouldn't
do
have the
that?
balls to talk to half of the fucking
Me
people you
neither.
talk to.
I get nervous asking Alex to be on the podcast. Never mind friggin', doing a.
I get nervous asking you to be on the podcast. That's why I thought just commenting on the podcast is an honor. You know, and I'm still doing that right now. Just writing as we're live on here.
Yeah, it's good. He's asking us questions while we're up. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. But yeah, man, he's done a lot of interviews. Who's the most excited you were to interview?
Well, my favorite band of all time is Lacuna Coil. So
And
interviewing Christina and Andrea at their record label was the most surreal experience.
And
ever.
where's that tattoo?
Oh, the Lacuna Coil tattoo?
There we
one.
go.
Right in between the Avatar and the Zelda tattoo. Yep. I call this the millennial left arm.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Yeah, fucking, yeah, man. So, what else? Give me somebody else you nervous to interview.
Max Cavalera, 4 times now I've interviewed him.
Nice.
First time I was like, holy shit.
Like,
but
do you got to go through Gloria to talk to him, or you just go right through him?
So every band has a publicist, either an in-house publicist at their label or their own publicist with their own company that they work with. And then if they say yay, cool, here's the tour manager contact. Interviewing Max, I got approved by their publicist, and then they gave me Gloria's number to arrange the time to meet up with her and everything. And that whole Cavalera family is super cool. Like, it's every time there's a great Cavalera show, including that fantastic Beneath the Remains of Rye show.
Fuck off.
It's always a party. Max's son Richie is such a great guy who's also in a good band. You should look up his band Insight.
I've heard they were really good. I haven't heard it.
Yeah, they're like kind of like Lamb of God in a way. A lot of groove in there and stuff. And And, Gloria is awesome, and everybody is just involved. So the Cavalera shows are always good. And then, I will say that doing the interviews over Zoom throughout the pandemic was a little on the anticlimactic side when you're interviewing somebody. I thought I was, part of me was a little relieved, like, okay, I don't have to go through venue security while I'm doing this or, reach out for the tour manager contact. But nothing is more annoying than when they're in a great story and then like the Zoom connection cuts out for like 20 seconds and you miss it. And
Who were you interviewing when Jeff fucking walked by and saw his back?
Fucking idiot.
Good Tiger. Good Tiger. That was good. I like Good Tiger too.
Yeah, well, that was so fucking embarrassing. Yo, so we played at the Gramercy and there's a green room back there, whatever, and Alex was in there interviewing Good Tiger, and I'm fucking drunk, man. You know what I mean? I just played. I don't know if we had gotten off stage or it was pre-show or whatever, but I know I needed a couple. We were playing on Gramercy stage, so I needed some beers to settle my nerves. I wasn't drunk. I felt nice. But I remember Alex and the guy from Good Tiger are sitting on the couch, like having an interview, and I come sneaking in, and I'm like, I'll be quiet. And I like walk right across. I just thought they were fucking doing, I didn't know they was doing a video. So I like walk right across the fucking screen. I see him and Alex both look at me like, yeah, dude, really? And I walk over and I get a beer and I fucking walk out. Oh, man, I feel like such a dick.
It's still on YouTube. Yeah. The ass of Jeff Blanchard. But you know what? You reminded me because I was wearing the Eyes of the Sun t-shirt, but I was wearing my hoodie over it. So that reminded me to pull down the sweater of my hoodie and plug you guys.
Well, that's good. That's good
so
anyway.
in the end, you got some promotion out of that.
Fucking dope.
It was I'll never forget. You looked so mortified when I showed you that video.
Oh, I was horrified. I'm like thinking about it. I'm getting red now. I'm like, what a dickhead.
And if you hear it, the microphone picked it up a little bit, and you like hear in the background, sorry, man, I'm just getting a beer.
Fuck. I was wondering why, like, dude, when I walk by them, the looks on their face, like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
You know what, though? Even though there are, like, those are, like, I look at things like that with such smiles because it is so natural. I remember interviewing Ginger before they really blew up. This was their first North American tour, and apparently I was their like first North American interview or whatever. No. And I was interviewing them in like the worst spot at Irving Plaza, but it was the only place I could go. And a security guy walked by and like kicked the tripod over so the camera like pointed down. Awesome. So we finished the interview like squatting down. It was like on the way out. And like, those, you're pissed about it at the time, but then you just look about it and laugh because it makes it natural. You know?
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's cool too seeing your progression from going, when it first started, watching Alex. What are we doing, D?
Oh, Alex, lower your volume on your phone.
Oh. I was wondering we got fucking...
Oh, it was playing...
I was like sitting there like, what the fuck is that in the background, dude?
I was playing the podcast.
I thought we were in the elevator.
Yeah.
No, but it was cool seeing your progression going from in the beginning, you can kind of see you're a little tight, and then now it's very natural for you too, which is good for you, man.
I started off as a SoundCloud journalist. That's why I have all these tattoos everywhere.
How the fuck did you come up with the whole Heavy New York fucking name, theme, and all that shit, man? That's just fucking mad pro, bro. It's just you, or you got a team?
It was completely just me. That's why I'm kind of like on a bit of a hiatus from it because I did over 2,000 interviews last year and the year before and the year before that. So I just needed to take a break, because...
You need to get yourself a fucking studio and tell those motherfuckers come to you, bro.
Yeah.
It's not easy, because, it's... You're competing with a lot of other outlets, and or I don't call it... I don't like that term competing, but,
you got big fast, dude. Like, you had the... Like, they put the fucking rocket behind you, Vince McMahon's your ass, bro.
I mean, the first... I'll never forget, the first Blabbermouth article I got was actually from Rita Haney, and which was... really, really cool of her. And, I try to be humble about it because it was just like an idea I had. I loved listening to Jamie Joss's podcast, and he always had, every guest you can imagine on it. So I started off doing it with like local bands, the way that you would see all those names. I had Jeff on the podcast. John LaMacchia was my first interview.
You had my boys Concrete Dream on your show.
Yeah. They're playing tonight at the Meadows.
Tonight or was it last night?
They're playing tonight.
Okay.
They're playing tonight. I sadly can't make it.
With Dropout King?
Yeah, with Dropout Kings. I interviewed Dropout Kings too, and they're really cool guys as well. That interview got huge too as well. But it's reaching out, hoping you get a yes. If you get a no, I've learned that taking no for an answer is actually going to work in your favor throughout this, because you can't be too persistent or you're just going to look like a total jack.
What made you want to go fucking from local to fucking boom, you know, like bigger bands, you know?
I don't know what made me want to do. I mean,
Well, not what made you want. Like what? Like you start off local. You said.
Yeah.
What was the fucking? You know, like I'm fuck this. I'm going for this guy right here, bro.
So I interviewed a local band, and one of their members worked for Napalm Records, and they were like saying, "Listen, you're actually really good at this. Let me introduce you to our publicist, John Freeman, and he works with all of these bands and that band, so he and he was like, okay, I'll give you a chance. So he let me interview one of his touring bands that was decent sized, but not as known yet.
Yo,
and
all you kids out there be taking notes. How to do things.
And it was like a domino effect. And also going to every show possible, you definitely meet certain people. I'm working with Munzie at Skateboard Marketing now, and he's at just as many shows as I am. So
yeah, and it was funny. You we get Alex in here sometimes. Like you just see him in between shows. He's like, I just went here and now I got to go here afterwards and interview these guys. So I imagine that's got to be fucking exhausting too, like bouncing around from.
It was exhausting, but it was part of the fun. I'll never forget where I was in and out of Brooklyn I was from Manhattan to Brooklyn like 3 times in one day, where I had to do an interview at Vitus, then do an interview at Gramercy Theater, then do an interview at Kingsland, and then there was a show here that I wanted to see.
Who's shuttling you back and forth?
The MTA.
The MTA sometimes worked in my favor. I would coordinate it accordingly. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna interview this band at Vitus at 4,
so this is all out of pocket.
Yeah, well, he's got a driver. It's named Uber.
Yep. I will confess that I was using the Uber on my father's company account.
There you go. And Dad's like, what the fuck is this, Alex?
French benefits, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I just replied to the email sending him links to the interview, being like, here you go, now make it a tax write-off.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Getting some work done, Dad. You got to plug your dad's thing, by the way, anyway, since you left early.
Yeah, well, Alto Music, big shout out to my dad for everything he's done for me and everything he's done for the music. And
thanks for creating Alex, Dad.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me into this world.
Nice.
And I'm working with Skateboard Marketing now. Big shout out to Munzie. That's who I was working with today that made me leave early.
What do you do with skateboard marketing?
Radio promotion, like pitching bands to different radio stations and also doing some interviews and some press stuff, transcribing interviews. It's a really cool gig. Munzie has been in this industry longer than metal at this point.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
So, working with him is just a great experience. Him and Scott Summer, great people. It's kind of my way of learning more about the industry while I, am on this hiatus.
Nice. And he's Long Island based, right?
Yep, Valley Stream.
Cool.
Yep.
You go out there every day?
No, just once a week.
All right.
Yeah, and it's a good time. And but yeah, doing the interviews, it's been good mainly for just as an artist, a source of artistic inspiration. I would interview bands and then make room to paint.
And Alex is a fucking maniac, right?
He's like fucking the East Coast Josh Toomey.
Well, dude, I don't know who that is, but Alex is the East Coast Alex. Like he does. So he's doing these interviews, running around, and like I went to his studio where he paints. Right? I don't know if you've seen his artwork. I
didn't know he was an artist.
Yeah, you're gonna check out his artwork. And honestly, he's progressed so much. We got one of his early pieces in the front of the bar, but he's progressed so much. He does a great. It's really cool to whatever, man. It's good to see you grow up, man, and do your shit. But yo, I walked in his fucking studio. And dude, it's a little fucking room. I can't imagine what it looks like now. That was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Walked in his studio and he's got paintings just stacked, like fucking stacks of paintings that are finished. Like they're not like he's just fucking like you're a maniac because you can tell you sit there and you're banging them out. And but yeah, dude, you got so much artwork, but it's good, man, because you're getting great. Like I love seeing your progression with the artwork. Too.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you've done a lot. The best line though was what the fuck was it? You gave an art piece of artwork to somebody and they kind of like made a snide comment.
I gave a piece of art to Brent from Mastodon, and he says, and this was a while ago, like this was before even Heavy New York.
It was your early days.
Yeah,
You were just
and he says, I love how it looks like you didn't put a lot of effort into
Yeah.
it.
What the fuck?
But I mean, listen, his early stuff was amateur. It was, but he's getting really good, man, and I'm pleased to see your progression with you. Yeah, that was one of the best fucking lines ever.
Yeah, that was one of the most memorable. And there's a picture of me on Facebook with the band, and he's holding it. Like
nice.
he's holding it, like looking like all like, what the fuck is this
What the
shit?
fuck am I gonna do with this?
Good.
But
good.
no, you've come a long way. It was cool.
Thank you.
It's good, man.
Thank you.
But it's good. You're always doing something, keeping busy. I mean, listen, you're fucking young. You should be. Like,
I'll always be Captain Hot Topic, though. I might get that gangster style across.
Dude, you
my
gotta, bro. You gotta get it across the stomach.
I think you
Captain
got
Hot
to.
Topic.
I think you should be wearing bondage pants, baggy bondage pants all the time if you're gonna rock that.
black
man, you know what I
tape wrapped around your fucking
That's-
shirt. And
yeah.
shit.
That's more industrial than it is emo.
Yeah, but
Good
listen,
point.
there was that mix.
borderline.
Yeah, it was borderline. There was a mix of like, everybody. Listen, every fucking buddy who went to a Slipknot show or stuff like that had like baggy bondage pants on at one
Oh,
point.
yeah, but the thing is like when I was like in high school, the trend was all the band logos had fucking bubble letters. Everybody was wearing skinny jeans, like 1,000 colored wristbands, and everybody for some reason kept writing the word "rar" on their hand.
Yeah. I
What the
remember
Yeah, do you
fuck
remember that
was
too?
that?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
The fuck is RAR?
I have no idea. It was
That's some emo shit.
that's what the kids were doing back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You should have wah.
You know, back. You know, My Chemical Romance is back now. Back in the early days, I was borrowing my mom's eyeliner, and now I'm just gonna borrow one of the Go-Go
So what is
Dancers
that?
eyeliner.
So what is that? Like My Chemical Romance, like Bullet for My Valentine and shit like that. All the same?
That's the shit that I grew up with. That's
Okay.
like my generation.
See, that's his AC/DC and Ramones
Oh,
and
okay.
like starter music. You know what I mean?
Everybody like Linkin Park. Everybody had.
I love
to-
Linkin Park, dude.
There were
Look
three.
at Jeff's
love
look
Linkin
at me.
Park. Dude,
Yeah,
you-
of course, man.
You're 45 years old.
love
You're not
Linkin
that-
Park, goddammit.
Oh my
Hybrid Theory
Christ.
is
You're
my
not that
favorite
far
album.
behind me, bro.
Hybrid Theory is my favorite album of all time.
Are you a Linkin? You got to be a Linkin Park fan too. I'm
I
assuming.
wouldn't,
Right?
I wouldn't say fan, but I could appreciate a handful of it.
That was your starter metal, also.
Not necessarily. I went straight to the fucking gutter when it comes to metal.
All right, but still, like it's getting your eased in a little bit with and Dave's 45 years old, man. I don't fucking see you rocking out in your
Dude,
fucking.
I like grunge, punk, new metal.
I
you
get
know.
it. You were rocking out your Jankos and fucking.
No, I never had a pair of Jankos, man. Never had Jankos.
You know, you know what? If people like to crap on new metal, and people like to crap on new metal and emo, right? I just want to point out, I'm seeing My Chemical Romance on their reunion tour. They sold out the Milton Keys, which is like a 35,000 cap soccer stadium. They sold that out 3 nights in a row. And
Wait, what country is that?
UK. Yeah.
But listen, man. Listen, I bust balls about it. But I love all types of music, and this occasionally I fucking.
What's that
Linkin
fucking
Park.
song you always sing during karaoke, man?
I mean, that's totally Eclipse
Totally
of the Heart.
close to the heart.
That's some Bonnie Tyler shit right there. That's shit my mom listened to.
I had to take, before I got into I've always said if it wasn't for Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park or The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, I wouldn't be into Tomb of the Mutilated by Cannibal Corpse. Or
Oh, exactly. And listen, all that stuff. And that's got a heart to it. I'm not bashed. Listen, I'm gonna goof on fucking Dee for loving Linkin Park, but really, I'm just fucking busting his balls.
Yeah.
But and listen, I like all types of shit now. And like this, whatever, man.
you better let me DJ the My Chemical Romance.
You can
after
totally
party.
DJ that fucking.
They're playing Barclays Center September 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
And I'm so gonna DJ. I'm gonna wear the guy liner and
Nice.
I'm gonna play everything.
Did you just say guy liner?
Yeah, it's
Fuck
guy
yeah.
liner.
What the fuck is that?
He's gonna wear guy liner and wear his man pond.
Get a hairpiece that just goes down over one eye.
Yeah. Unfortunately, puberty wasn't on my side with my still never-ending love for emo. I got the fucking receding hairline. I look more like David Draymond than.
Well, I
Gerard
mean, if you
Way.
get the thing going down, you
alright.
could be like have a Misfits look, bro.
Oh, by the way, I stole that line from Alex, the down with the sickness line. Alex fucking said that to me.
Oh, he's the one that's.
He fucking created it, and I totally stole it, and I've been using it ever since. It's great.
You haven't heard other people use that line
No,
throughout this
you're
whole
the
pandemic?
dude. No. But when I was actually sitting with the guy from Disturbed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was like and
Oh, dude, he had me dying. That fucking. He's like, I was down to sin. You're fucking with this guy. The irony, bro. The fucking
yeah,
irony
for
of
real,
that, man.
for real.
Yeah, and shout out to Chris Santos because he's the reason I got an interview with David Draymond.
Nice.
Over the phone. That was surreal because that band is often pretty untouchable.
Ah, yeah, they're huge.
Yeah,
Stadium
so-
shit right there, man.
Yeah, man. I remember seeing them, and God, it was a friend of mine was there to interview them, and I got to go to the show, and I'm not a big Disturbed fan. I respect it. I think they're
They're
talented.
good live, dude. They're good.
Dude, they were
live,
great.
man.
They were great, and it was funny seeing the 2 rows of like Hasidic Jews in the front row with the fucking they had their hats going.
Get the
and
fuck outta
Oh
here.
yeah,
Really?
swear to God, yeah. It was wild.
They're not new metal. They're Jew metal.
He's Jewish. He can say that.
Yeah. Yep.
They were great though, man. He put on a good. He's got an amazing voice. He's got an amazing
Guitar
voice.
player is fucking dude. I saw them at the Bowery. I think the one right across the street from the Meadow. No, not the Meadow. The one right across the street from fucking the Garden.
Yeah.
Right there. I saw them there, and they had Phil on stage, and they were doing a fucking Pantera song.
Oh, nice.
I covered his eyes, bro, and he was doing a dime solo like it was fucking nothing. Blindfolded, bro.
The only thing I was disappointed with Disturbed when I saw them was they had no stage show. You had this giant. I mean, I forget where it was. It was at like.
Was it recent or?
No, this has got to be 15 years ago.
Oh.
And they've been going for that long. You know what I mean?
They started in 2000. Their first album came out in 2000.
Yeah, it was probably 15 years ago. And, you know, I don't know what they do now, but, I mean, they had this big, giant fucking stage, and there was nothing going on. They had, like, a little walkway, and he was walking up and passing stuff. But I don't know if they do anything now.
Oh, man. But Disturbed is a good time. And, fuck, what was I going to say? I was going to tell a really good story about Disturbed, and it totally slipped my mind now. Oh, their first tour ever. I know what their first tour lineup was. You're not going to believe this.
What?
It was Danzig, Hatebreed, 6 Feet Under, and them.
Wow.
That was their first lineup.
That's a fucking weird line.
Yeah, that's a weird lineup. But, you know, I mean, what year was that?
This was like in 2000. They just put out The Sickness.
All right.
Like David Draymond still had hair. That's how
I love
long-
the way he says they just put out the sickness.
But listen, man, like especially like the 2000s, though, man. That you know, metal was in a weird place right there. Listen, I saw Candiria open up for Merciful Fate.
They're back.
They're back. They're doing a tour,
And they're putting out new music too.
Yes, they are. A friend of mine just sent me a live clip of Merciful Fate's set live.
They played
now.
a new song live. I know that.
Yeah, they sound great. But dude, I mean, so Merciful Fate. It was Candiria opened up for Merciful Fate, and dude, there was I don't know maybe 40 people there. There wasn't that many people there, you know. But now, I mean, Merciful Fate's going to be able to fill Gramercy or maybe someone bigger. I don't even know.
I mean, King Diamond sold out the King's Theater, so I can only imagine what Merciful Fate will sell out.
Yeah,
too.
Merciful Fate's going to do well also.
Comeback tours always like do well. Again, like before My Chemical Romance broke up in 2013, they didn't even sell out Terminal 5.
Do you know my Chemical
Yeah,
Romance?
and now they sold out every fucking stadium in the country.
fuck outta
And it's been sold out since they announced the tour in 2020.
What year did they break up?
They broke up in 2013, a year. And it's funny, too. Here's a story you'll like. So Gerard Way is an alumni from my college,
I
right?
don't like that story.
You don't? you know the story.
No, I don't. I'm just busting your balls. Go ahead.
So Gerard Way is an alumni from my college, School of Visual Arts. Now, orientation week, when I was a freshman there, it looked like fucking Warped Tour. There were so many. I've never seen more My Chemical Romance shirts in my life. Everybody was still dressing. They were playing the music. And there were people who were going to that school just because he went there.
Okay.
They broke up that year in 2012 to 2013. They broke up in 2013. I have never seen New York City, like that environment, more depressing. And like it looked more devastated than after Hurricane Sandy. Like they were offering counseling for people.
Fucking serious?
Yeah, because they broke up. So a lot of those people dropped out, and like
Fucking emo.
They should just put on some Cure, bro.
Yeah.
like, and I mean, I'm like, there's other great music. Like Joey Z and Alan of Life of Agony went to my school. How about
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh man, I have to say. So speaking of like throwback shit like that, that show that I went to. So I went to the show called it was the Carolina Chainsaw Massacre. And it was great. A Nuclear Assault headline it, which I missed because I got a fucking migraine headache and I had to
I
leave.
thought you were gonna say the Carolina wine mix.
No, no.
Sounds like a sex move.
But like, who else played? False Prophet played. Demolition Hammer.
That video you put up in them was fucking good.
Oh yeah, it was Demolition Hammer. It was fucking great, man. And dude, it was so funny to see these kids dressed like there was 1986. These fucking young, like 18-year-old kids with like bangs and long hair and white high top sneakers and fucking like, yo, it was pretty freaking awesome, man.
Sounds like a Megadeth show back in the day.
Dude, I felt like I was at a Megadeth show back in the day. And I'm like looking around, I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool, man. And like, listen, you had dudes from all, like there was all different types of metal bands there. So it was like, you know, there was another band called Nasty Savage. I don't know if you know Nasty Savage. They're old school.
I've heard of them.
Old school Tampa, Florida band. But I mean, they were back in like, you know, way back, 80s, early 80s. You know, and it was just cool to see the fucking metal community. Like, you know what I mean? It just made me really proud of this scene.
They're out
like,
there, bro. There's not that many in America, but they're out there.
You know,
bro.
they were out there. Listen, this was in Greensboro, North Carolina. I was in the middle of nowhere. You know, it felt like it anyways. And dude, there was a nice. I mean, there was quite a few people there, man. It was a nice fucking crowd, and it was just.
And you mentioned Nuclear Assault. You know, this Saturday's their last show forever, right?
No, really?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep, the Decibel Beer Fest in Philly. That'll be their last show ever.
You're fucking killing me. Because I missed them. I was there, and dude, I was drinking beer all day long, and I got a fucking migraine headache, and I'm like, dude, I gotta go. And we had to get on our bikes at 7:00 in the morning and fucking ride back to New York. So I was like, dude, I just can't sit through Nuclear Assault. My head's pounding. And I was like, it's Nuclear Assault. I said, they'll play New York again. And really, they're done?
Yeah, this Philly show will be their last show ever. So,
Alex, you're always breaking my heart, brother. Always breaking my heart.
don't shoot the messenger.
Well, listen, maybe they'll do a reunion tour in a couple of years. And then
Make
we'll do it
that
again.
money.
I saw Nuclear Assault once. It was Municipal Waste, them, Toxic Holocaust, and Haunt. It was at Warsaw. That was by far one of the best thrash shows I've ever seen.
Listen, I got a fucking soft spot for thrash and like Nuclear Assault. I love Nuclear Assault, and I love Municipal Waste. I think is great too. They're a lot of fun, man. They're great fun. They're a lot of Power Trip. I love Power Trip.
Rest
Power
in
Trip
peace,
was
Riley.
awesome. Yeah, man, they were a great band.
Yeah.
That was a shame what happened to him.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny. Those bands, they kind of bring me back to the freaking 80s when I first started listening to the shit. Municipal Waste and Power Trip, the two of them.
Yeah, and death metal, I would say, is in really good hands right now. You have Undeath. That's a brand new death metal band.
Don't know them.
You'll love this band. Undeath, they're called. Gate Creepers.
I love Gate Creeper.
Gate Creepers killing it. You know, Blood Incantation is killing it.
What were they fucking smoking when they come up with these fucking names? Just sitting in the basement, bro, coming up with these names?
Yo, Gate Creeper's a great fucking name. But you know, it's not easy anymore nowadays, man. So many fucking band names have been taken, you know?
Yeah.
So like to be original with your
Sounds
band
like a
names.
fucking horror movie, though.
Yeah, I mean to be original with your fucking band names is tough.
I mean, it's death metal. Shouldn't it sound like a horror movie?
Fuck
True,
that shit.
true.
And you should-
Touche,
And you should
Captain
not
Hot
be able to
Topic.
read it either. It's more black metal.
Yeah, I don't know. My favorite black metal band, their logo's pretty readable. But they're suicidal black metal, so I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
My favorite black metal band.
What's suicidal black metal?
It's like they're not singing about Satan or Antichrist. They write like a lot of self-loathing lyrics. My favorite black metal band is a band from Sweden called Life Lover. They're not around anymore. But like they are like. This will be the most controversial thing I say on this podcast. Their singer makes Dead from Mayhem look like a bitch. Like they would purposely overdose on stage.
Get the fuck out of here.
Just hitting the threshold of what's too much, just so they could get the right sound. And like when you're listening to those albums, they're literally overdosing.
Dude,
on
that's
those.
taking rock and roll to the next level,
Yeah.
man.
Listen, man, come on. You had some guys that do that. Dead from fucking, he did it. I mean, G.G. Allen took punk rock too far. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
But I'm saying, like they said, like somebody said a couple years ago, bro. Like the only thing you could do on fucking for rock and roll on stage that hasn't been done is fucking blow your brains out or some shit.
And listen, G.G. Allen was supposed to do that. It's kind of fucking, you know, listen, it's fortunate that he didn't do it because he was always talking about sticking
I think he was just talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, I don't know, man. Like, who knows? Eventually, if he was still going and fucking got like a fucked up bill of health, he's like, fuck it. You know what I mean? But
Maybe.
listen, the more he talked about it, the more popular he got.
But most important rule, though, without great tone, there is only sex and drugs.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Alex.
That should be the fucking title of your book, man.
That should be on his T-shirt.
It's true.
Oh, you know who I fucking saw this weekend too? Was hanging out with was. Did you ever watch Trick or Treat?
The movie, yeah.
Yes. And did you ever watch it with Mark Price? Oh, Alex, Alex, you gotta go back.
Now you're in the shit.
No,
Fucking
he's
dog
not
house.
though. He's young. You've never seen it, right? Trick or Treat with Skippy from Family Ties.
Skippy.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's Ozzy's got a little guest appearance in it. Gene Simmons is in it.
I think it's on Tubi.
Is it?
I think it's on Tubi.
You gotta watch fucking Fastway. It does the soundtrack for it. It was great, man. Back in the day, I loved that. It came out in 1986. I was 13 years old, and I still got that VHS today. It's fucking great.
The only VHS tape I've ever owned was a copy of the movie Good Burger.
Good Burger.
Oh God, dude.
Fuck. I hope you don't still have it.
I don't know. My parents just moved and they threw a lot of old shit away, so they got rid of it.
I had Striper on VHS.
You and fucking Striper, dude. You love this fucking Christian metal shit.
Dude, when I was a kid, it was the Satanic Panic going on, right?
Yeah.
And it was like I was going to CCD. You know what CCD is?
I did it, bro.
Yeah. A good Catholic boy.
Isn't that the Centers for Disease Control?
It's where you get touched by priests and like whatever. It's like
A word?
It's like
Literally.
It's like Sunday school basically, but you go in after school at sometime during the week.
Sunday school for your butthole.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's a fucking enema. It's a Catholic enema.
Hey, there's some good Christian metal out there.
Sure.
I will say there's a band I really like called Red that's considered Christian metal. And
Fucking Brian Headed Welch was fucking down them for a hot minute.
yeah.
There's a band I really like called As I Lay Dying, except for that singer. He wanted to kill his wife and shit.
Yeah, but before that whole situation happened, they renounced that whole title. Like they said they were only using that label to make money.
Who was that band that was kind of that was supposedly a Christian rock? Was We Are.
Oh, fucking POD, dog.
POD. Yeah.
POD.
I think they were Christian guys.
Yeah, their singers very very religious.
Are they still around?
Yes.
Yes,
Dude,
yes.
Come on. Me and my boy interviewed the fucking guitar player, bro. They're fucking
How old are you
awesome.
again? Oh no, you like POD?
I love POD, man. Fuck you.
Oh, come on. I feel so alive.
Come on. For the very first time.
I can't deny.
See, I appreciate
They wrote the song Boyaka Boyaka 619 for Rey Mysterio.
I saw them with the first time I saw them. It was them headlining with Alien Ant Farm, Power Flow, which is like a super group featuring Sendog from Cypress Hill,
Yeah.
a
Okay.
Christian who used to be in Fear Factory, and a bunch of other guys. So
That's a hard fucking band, dude. Power Flow.
Yeah,
That's
but
a hard band.
I think they're done now. I think they only did.
Oh, yeah,
like,
Cypress Hill's fucking rocking the world now again.
yeah, fair enough.
D, I appreciate your fucking taste in music.
Dude,
It's
POD
ups
goes
and
along
down.
with the new metal, man. I'm into new metal. I love
Listen,
new
I
metal.
loved new metal when it came out. I mean, I loved Cold Chamber and that first Korn record and fucking.
Dude, Cold Chamber's third album's the shit.
So yeah, I got past the first one and then
You gotta listen to. You won't like the second, but the third album's the shit. Bro.
Yeah,
Dark Days.
That's what it is. I got the first one, and I was like, but listen, I go back and I listen to the first Cold Chamber. Now I was 22 or something when it came out, and it's like it's ridiculous.
I'm telling you right now, the first album and the third album are like night and day.
Yeah.
Night and day, bro.
But listen, he did a good job with Devil Driver. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's-
I wouldn't call that new metal though.
Nah, fuck no. That's just fucking metal, dude.
Yeah. The only thing with him is his lyrics were corny as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up mainly with metalcore. That was the shit that I was more into, more so than new metal. So Kill Switch, All That Remains, As I Lay Dying, as you politely pointed out.
I don't know As I Lay Dying.
I still fuck with them. They have some riffs in that fucking band.
Oh, Nick Hippa, I will say, is the greatest guitar player in that genre ever. So,
I
but
don't
he's not-
care if the guy wanted to kill his wife. Everybody wants to do it every now and then. He just tried it.
He just fucking acted on it, bro.
Yeah, listen, there's certain bands that they're fucking catchy, but they're douches. Like they do douchey things.
But I mean,
you know?
look. Everybody deserves a second chance for certain things. It didn't happen. He deserved a second chance.
That band Screwdriver. You remember that band Screwdriver? You remember Screwdriver?
Fuck Screwdriver.
Yeah, well, dude, but he had some catchy songs. That was fucking horrible, but fucking they had.
I heard they were fucking super racist. Fucking.
Oh, super, dude. It was fucking horrible. Get caught wearing a fucking. Some dude walked up here with a Screwdriver shirt one time and almost got fucking killed. Like, you can't fucking rock that shit. What are you, stupid?
Fuck no.
Yeah. If you're going to shit on a band because they have a terrible member or their member did a terrible thing, that's totally fine. But don't be double standard. If you don't want to support As I Lay Dying because of that, you totally have a reason to. But then don't fucking glorify the Super Bowl halftime show where everybody on that stage was guilty of domestic abuse.
There you go.
So,
There you go.
Yeah,
like,
I
Except
think-
Mary J. Blige.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to see As I Lay Dying on a Super Bowl halftime show. So I don't think he has to worry about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe. Football.
But, you know, man, I have to say, too, going to that thing this weekend, too, was nice to see that metal's alive and well. Even in the middle of fucking North Carolina.
Dude, you
know
need to
what
go
I
to
mean?
like Hellfest or some shit fucking to Europe, bro.
I do.
You'll have a heart attack with the metal.
I do. You know what's so funny, man, is I always kind of wave off shit because like I just feel like I'm surrounded by it so much here and stuff like that. That I'm like, I'm just getting old, man. I can't stand
When
around
you
so
go home,
much.
you put on some jazz or something?
No, I listen to podcasts all day and bullshit and watch murder shows and fucking whatever. You know what I mean? But I still go back like on my way home. I was driving back from Newburgh yesterday. I listened to Neurosis the whole way home. But
It's a fucking great band.
I love
Which
Neurosis.
which album?
The Eye of Every Storm.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What was it? Fires Within Fires, the one that came out in 2016, is when I started getting into that style.
Yeah.
And then I went back and listened earlier shit.
Yeah, they're great.
That band was so ahead of their time.
Oh yeah, they were, and they still do good, man.
They were on the first Ozfest.
Yeah. And it's weird, like especially back then, you didn't know where to stick them. You know what I mean? Now there's plenty of bands out there that sound like
The
that.
bass player looked like a fucking murderer when he was singing, dude.
Yeah.
Backups, bro, I fucking don't meet him in a dark alley.
Yeah, I
Yep.
sadly missed Neurosis the last time they came to New York. I skipped down on them to see August Burns Red.
Are you kidding me? I saw them and I fucking got a contact high and had to leave. Dude, I'm standing there and I was like so excited. I love Neurosis. And I'm standing there and all of a sudden, bro, like the whole place just fills up with fucking weed smell. And I'm like, I feel really uncomfortable right now. I'm getting paranoid. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm totally contact high. I'm like, I saw like 3/4 of the set and I was like, I gotta go.
I mean, if you knew that was the cause, that couldn't have just been something you told yourself?
Oh, I knew that was the cause, but now I'm like, fuck, I'm high. You know what I mean? I knew that's what at first I was like, ooh, I was starting to feel a little weird. And then it was like, fuck, man, I'm high. So yeah, it kind of bummed me out. But yeah, I listen to, I'm so bad about like new music nowadays, like buying albums where I should be and stuff like that. But I do listen to
They're like 40 fucking bucks, dude. Fuck that, man.
yeah, but I still, I miss the days of having a CD, put it in your CD player, and then it just goes and you just listen to it and it fucking gets in your brain. And, it's too easy now to switch the station. If I don't like something a band's doing or whatever, I switch it too quickly and not like give the whole thing a fucking chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you listen to the new Fear Factory album?
I haven't. I actually started. Yes. You told me to listen to it when I had COVID, but I started a new TV show and I got lazy.
God,
It's
damn.
great.
That new Fear Factory album, I think, is the best album since Demanufactured.
Have you listened to it?
I listen to all of your videos.
like
Even though
it?
I shitted on it before, I do like fucking all their shit.
You like them? You like the new record?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it's, I think, the best thing since Demanufactured.
But I personally think, my personal opinion,
What?
now that fucking Burton's gone, should have fucking closed the book, dude.
Yeah, personally, but the problem is,
There's no money there, bro, without Burton. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
I
it is.
tell that to Sepultura though. Sepultura is still fucking
They don't.
going.
Yeah, but they make their money worldwide. I don't think Fear Factory has a fucking
Sure.
a fan base like fucking Sepultura worldwide.
One of their biggest followings is in Australia. That's why Dino got endorsed by an Australian guitar company.
But do you think they're fucking bigger than Sepultura worldwide? Sepultura is fucking...
Sepultura and Fear Factory are from like that same Roadrunner movement era?
Yeah, but
like, they
Sepultura-
blew-
Yeah,
But listen, but Sepultura, I mean, Sepultura was huge in Brazil before they were here. I remember getting on VHS actually. It was the
Rockin' Ring?
No, it was Sepultura Arise tour.
Okay.
And they were playing decent sized clubs here, like I don't even know. They probably played Lemoore back in the day. They were playing decent sized clubs, but it wasn't like you watch that video and they're playing stadiums in fucking Brazil. You know what I mean?
And, dude, they sell out like 300,000 fucking people stadiums and fucking down there, bro. Well, stadium.
Yeah.
There's only one big stadium down there, but they sell it out, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but Fear Factory, when they were touring off of Demanufacture and Obsolete, they were like...
Yeah, but I mean, that was their peak.
Yeah, and Sepultura, I believe, was opening up for them. like on some tours.
I would think so. Yeah.
So like Fear Factory was really one of the first bands that combined like the aggressive vocals with the melodic vocals.
They were. And that first fucking Fear Factory record, I'll never forget the first time I heard it.
Soul of a New Machine.
Soul of a New Machine fucking blew me the fuck away.
Korn ripped them off.
I don't know if Korn ripped them off. Listen, Korn fucking started a whole new thing. You know what I mean? They had that down-tuned bass. I actually heard, I don't know how true this is, I heard Cold Chamber was doing it first.
I heard that too, yeah.
But Korn just did it better. And I think Korn played one show and got signed to a label. Like it was like it was
Interscope, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
and listen, that first Korn record was fucking the shit.
Yeah.
I love that first record.
Yeah, when people say like that they started the new metal movement and then they like label,
well, Deftones was out before Korn, you know?
Yeah, around the same time. And I mean, all those bands were kind of coming out right around the same time. It was Korn, Deftones, Cold Chamber.
System of a Down.
Yeah, System of a Down was another one.
Disturbed.
I wouldn't call Disturbed new metal.
That first album was fucking new metal.
Yeah, I guess.
Then they went off and did
I
their
don't
own
think so
thing.
because they don't down-tune, right? Do
you ever listen to Stupefy or Voices?
It sounds standard to me though. It doesn't sound like down-tuned to like A and shit.
No,
you know,
but
like
when you
everybody
look
else
at
is
the
doing.
vocals, like, because when I think of new metal, I think of a lot of bands that incorporate like that rapping vocal style in it, and I mean like David Draymond is like, "Let the living die, let the living die," like.
Yeah. You know what? I saw Korn on the first tour with Lords of Brooklyn. Remember Lords of Brooklyn?
Yeah.
It was Lords of Brooklyn and Sugar Ray.
Oh God!
Sugar Ray.
Morning there's
Well,
a halo.
well,
You know, Sugar Ray's first album was heavy as shit.
I wouldn't say it's heavy as shit,
Well,
but it was
heavier than
It was heavy. I mean, it was Mean Machine. That was their big
Yeah.
fucking song off of it. You know what I mean?
I remember though being like 6 years old when that every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-horse bed. I couldn't go into a grocery store or in my
everywhere.
mom's fucking car without hearing that on every fucking radio station.
Who else were those new metal bands that were coming out at the time?
Who else?
What was that fucking Dry Kill Logic? Remember
Dry
that fucking-
Kill Logic. I love Dry Kill Logic.
Here's a name you all may have forgotten: Spine Shank.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
fucking
Spine
great.
Shank.
That band was
They
great,
had one
dude.
good song.
No, dude.
Spine Shank
no.
had one good song.
They're fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Live.
Dry Kill Logic. Funny enough, though, the singer from Dry Kill Logic is a Jägermeister rep now.
Really?
Yeah, I met him one
They
time.
only had one album though, right? Dry Kill
I
Logic.
think so.
Ultra Spank.
Ultra Spank. I remember Ultra Spank.
1 Minute Silence.
No, I never.
No, I don't know them.
Who else? I mean, I'm talking to the underground.
Chimera.
Chimera was more towards like the metalcore. Like they were blowing up with bands like God Forbid.
How about this one, Jeff?
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
I saw them at Madison Square Garden a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that shit?
So I don't know what is going through promoters' heads where they think like a comedian going on before a headliner is a good idea, but like they need to stop it. Like
Oh, Jim Brewer he didn't want to start that
Well,
shit.
Jim Brewer, Don Jameson, Craig Gass,
Yeah.
all those guys, great, they're good. But they had a comedian go on before Limp Bizkit. I was genuinely worried for the guy's safety.
Well, and it's kind
Like,
of
and I wouldn't blame the audience if they killed him. I actually he wasn't just bad, but I actually had
As
a
I like
headache.
dying over here, bro. You fucking listen.
they just did that with that festival that I just went to. They had Mark Price, the guy from Trick or Treat.
But are they
was the comedian.
are they like I don't understand what's the whole thing of putting a comedian out before a band?
But the thing is, they had that guy Mark Price there who has some metal jokes. You know what I mean? I mean, he did a metal movie, so I kind of get somebody like him doing it. But I don't know, to have a comedian before bands.
Andrew Dice Clay went on before Disturbed one time at a festival and it didn't go well. And Andrew Dice Clay is a legend.
Yeah.
So but this comedian was I actually had to take 2 Advil after his set because I had such a headache.
That's weird.
I will say when Limp Bizkit was playing though, I mean, kudos to them. First off, they brought out all underground bands on that tour. That's it. They could have, brought out Papa Roach or any of those new metal nostalgia bands.
But they never bring out anybody because they want to be the fucking big dogs. They never bring up heavy hitters. With
Okay, but you know what? Good on them. They brought out Scowl, and before that tour, Scowl was playing literally basement shows.
Listen, it's cool he does that though. 'Cause Tool does the same thing, and I don't think it's that. I mean, listen, if say Korn and Limp Bizkit went out, that would be fucking sellout. You could double the ticket prices. You know what I mean? I mean, you're gonna have to double the bands. It's gonna cost
they'll
more
probably
too.
charge like $400 a ticket.
Yeah, you're gonna sell more T-shirts. You're gonna do more. So for them to bring out a small band is pretty fucking admirable.
Let me ask you a question, Alex. My friend went to the Limp Bizkit show in Ontario, California. He said there was no merch.
Ontario's
for
in
sale.
Canada.
No, there's in Ontario, California too, brother.
Well, I mean, I never buy merch when
But
it's
I mean,
at like a
he said
stadium.
Limp Bizkit had no merch stand, nothing.
I didn't notice it. I showed up late for the show, and I just watched their set. Limp Bizkit, they played all their hits, and very little new songs good on them. But any big band that is bringing out like underground, like My Chemical Romance is bringing out Devil Master, which is like a black metal band.
I love that name.
Yeah, they're bringing out like all these they're bringing out Youth Code, like all these bands that would like play like venues like the size of St. Vitus. They're bringing that on their stadium tour, and you know what? Credits where credits due. Any band that does that, I think, is a real supporter of the movement.
Yeah, I mean, it's called. Listen, Tool always brings out. I love that Tool does that. Tool brought out ISIS. They brought out Phantomas. You know what I mean? Like they brought
out ISIS.
Tool brought out
How'd they get them into the venue past security?
Well, yeah, they brought out. I mean, before ISIS was ISIS. Yeah, they brought out the band ISIS.
Oh, the band. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought.
They didn't bring the terrorism to the show.
Hey, listen, man. Tool's had some, interesting stage performances before. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe Limp Bizkit didn't want to fucking give the merch money to the.
They didn't. Well, their last album, they only made it on MP3 and shit. They never made any physical.
Well, listen, and they got to give a big chunk of that money to the fucking stadiums wherever they play. That's why That's why T-shirt prices are so high.
Yeah, but the tickets for that show are cheap. I got my Limp Bizkit ticket for like plus the fees and everything like that. The ticket itself was like $40.
Wow,
and
that's actually really
it was
good.
at the Garden.
I just paid a fucking lot more than that for that North Carolina fucking metal massacre.
And Slipknot was too. Also, the ticket for them at Barclays was also pretty cheap. And thank God because
those weren't cheap. No, dude, I was looking at because I was out of town that weekend, but. I mean, listen, if you want nosebleeds, you can pay fucking cheap tickets.
I had a nosebleed, but I had the cool nosebleed where there was no seats in front of me. So
Stop with the cocaine, Alex. You won't get nosebleeds.
I don't like cocaine. I just like the way it smells.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I tell myself all the time.
Yeah, but security at that show made me throw away my belt, and I couldn't come here afterwards because I didn't want my pants falling down on the fucking bar.
Fuck that shit. Yeah, dude, because I was looking at ticket price, and they were like $250 a ticket, right?
Yeah, and then that's before all the fucking charges.
All the fees and shit. Yeah, so if you wanted, and listen, I'm too old to be going to a show and sitting in the fucking nosebleeds. I'm not that kid anymore. But I'm also not going to pay $250 to go see Slipknot.
Yeah,
I've seen them 100 times.
Yeah,
too.
I got my ticket for $40, but it was a nosebleed seat. But it was like a decent nosebleed seat. There was like no seats in front of me, so like I just.
That's great when the band's fucking 3,000 miles
Captain
away.
Hot Topic got the hookup.
Yeah, got the fucking hookup.
I didn't have a hookup for that show.
I used to have a hookup at the Barclays Center. The security guy I used to know over there would get us down on the floor no matter what I paid for the ticket, so it was kind of nice.
And he didn't make you throw away your wallet chain?
No, he did not. That mother. Yo, I got the fucking best picture of fucking Bruce Dickinson. Like I was like right here, and Bruce Dickinson was right there, and I paid like $30 for my tickets. Probably more than that, but they were way in the nosebleeds.
Yeah, I felt very violated by security there. I was like, I need an adult. I need an adult.
That's crazy.
I don't even know what the inside of the Barclays Center looks like.
You never been in?
Nah.
The fuck's wrong with you?
I work a lot.
You got to go to the Barclays Center. It's in your fucking neighborhood. You got to go in.
Yeah, go watch those fucking fake ass Nets, bro. From
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
about
I've been. Yeah, I'm not a sports guy, but next time I'll get us some sports tickets or something. We'll just go and eat food. If I can get us once in a while from the distributors, they'll give me tickets for like the box seats up there and shit like that. And they treat you like a motherfucking king up there. But I'm gonna push my distributors and we'll go one night.
I remember when the fucking Barclays Center was just a big ass hole in the fucking ground.
Yeah, I remember a friend of mine lived over there, and he fucking got 86 out of there. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Fuckers.
What time we got?
So what's on the future of Heavy New York, man?
I'll probably get back into the interview game in the summer. I'm actually doing a couple test interviews Thursday and Friday, so I'm gonna get back into it slowly but surely. Just
What do you use to record your podcast with these folks? What kind of equipment do you use?
I have a cam. If it's in person, I have like a camcorder and like a Zoom recorder for the audio.
He's got a VHS camcorder.
I'm not even kidding. My setup is pretty ass backwards, and it's like very simple. I like it. The camera. It's a camera with a record button, and that's it. And then if I do an interview via Zoom, Zoom has like those features where you could just record the interview. And
Nice.
So very simple.
You guys can nerd out about the equipment afterwards.
Yeah. I will tell you that your setup right here is more professional. Like
Yo, fucking gangster, right?
Yeah.
like damn.
You've been hanging out with Purple too much, man.
I gotta go see Purple next weekend. Fucking shit. Oh man, yeah, yeah. So heavy New York. So So you're going to do some. What's that mean? Test interviews. You're gonna call.
Yeah, Sarah, what is that?
You're gonna call your mom. Be like, hey mom, can we work on this?
No. Just getting back into it, like slowly getting back into the water, like slowly dunking my foot in there. I don't want to go all the way full and back in.
That's what I'm saying. Give me specific. How do you dunk your foot in the fucking water?
I'm going to do one interview, see how I feel, and then do another interview, see how I feel after that, and slowly but surely pick up more and more.
What if you don't feel
Okay.
it? What if you're not feeling it? What are you gonna do?
Then I'm just going to write more. And I've been writing a little bit of more satire
I'm
articles.
sorry, that was a dickhead question.
Yo,
I'm really sorry.
Also,
about that.
too, though, man. Also, too, Alex. So, listen. Alex he's also a fucking killer musician.
Get the fuck out!
Yes.
Triple threat over
Yo,
here, bro.
I meant to mention that earlier. This motherfucker's resume is pretty good.
What does he play? What do you play?
Piano.
Get the fuck out!
Piano, and he's covering songs.
So
He
that means you
fucking-
can fucking play everything.
Yeah, I feel like a loser. He fucking hit me up last week, a couple weeks ago. He was like, "Yo, listen to this. It's a death song. What do you think it is?" I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here."
I was covering a death song on piano.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he does that. He does just for fun. Just got
For
nothing
fun.
to do. Yeah, he's got nothing going
I
on.
fucking know how to fucking do art. I fucking talk to all these fucking big famous people. I fucking play piano. It's
Yo,
fun.
you should do a show one night of fucking piano covers. Fucking come in here on like a Sunday night. Fucking.
Well, you know
Fuck
those
yeah.
candlelight concerts that have been happening now. Have you seen those? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so there's this is actually like a very popular type of show now. They do candlelight concerts where you go into this venue, it's fucking pitch black and it's lit up with those fake candles.
Okay.
But there's like thousands of them everywhere.
It's like a 5-piece, and they're doing like, right?
Yeah, they're doing like orchestra. They're having like
Yeah, I've seen
orchestras or piano. So maybe I'll hit up the Church of Heavenly Rest where they do this. Be
No,
like, hey,
dude,
how about I do a couple Sepultura covers?
No,
on your-
dude, you
on
got to
your
put
cr-
a fucking set list together and you do it here. We'll buy 1,000,000 candles. We'll fucking light them up. You do like a Sunday night show. It'd be amazing.
Dude, if you cover a fucking Kill Switch song, I'll bring my fucking guitar out. I'll play it with you.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. 3 Kill Switch songs on piano.
Let's fucking
Dude,
do
you
it.
got to look at his shit. Like, send Jamal some of your shit,
This
dude.
place would be packed with emo
I'm like,
pictures.
honestly, I'm getting goosebumps because sometimes he'll like, I'll see shit that he does. I'm like, yo, he's just doing it in his bedroom. Like,
We should do some shit. We should do some shit.
dude, I'm telling you, if you did a fucking show here, well, like, try and come up with some sort of creative stuff in the background, whatever. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I think, dude, to push you on your fucking.
I get stage fright.
I don't care. You don't have to talk.
Stage fright. What's stage
You can be
fright?
like, this was the next song from Death.
Or do a Jim Morrison. Turn the piano around and have everybody fucking your back facing everybody.
Exactly. Let Jamal fucking sit on your back. You know what I mean? Like, fucking.
No, Jamal, sit on top of the piano.
Yeah, I'll sit on the piano.
Yeah. With a glass of wine.
Yeah, I'll fucking do that.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, get some of Alex's shit. Like, look up some of his stuff. He does a really
I'll
good
send you
job.
my shit that I'm quietly working on that nobody
right.
fucking knows about.
All right.
Dude, yeah, do that. Collaborate with somebody. Dude, you should not be sitting in your bedroom just doing that. You could do a whole set list, like a nice hour-long thing, and promote it. Just you. You don't have to have anybody else open up for you or nothing. Just be like, an evening with Alex Haber.
Oh God, that'll. I mean,
Dude, you'd pull a lot of. Dude, people would come out. I guarantee you, people would come out.
Ooh, emo chicks up
Yeah.
the ass.
We'll do it on a Thursday. You do it on a Sunday, whatever you want.
I'll think about it.
Think about it, really.
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll do it at like the end of the year. That sounds like a
Yeah.
good like holiday thing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, yeah. We'll
At
see.
the end, we'll sing Christmas songs.
We'll Listen, if I can't find fucking 5 people in the next couple of months, I'm gonna be in here doing a solo show by myself.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Fuck
You can
it,
do it,
dude. You could totally. Dude, you go and you do interviews with these people. You got some fucking balls, man. Get on stage and do it.
How are you scared of stage fright and shit, bro? When you're fucking interviewing all these fucking people.
There's a difference between interviewing somebody who goes on stage than being the person
Same
who's
thing,
on
dude.
stage.
It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same thing, man.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing. Trust me.
Just keep telling them that. Keep-
No, it is. But
No,
come
he's
on,
right,
we all been on stage. It's the same.
I would
thing,
love to
dude.
see him do it, man. That'd be awesome.
All right, I gotta work on some covers.
I'm gonna bust your balls about it. Dude, just put together like 10 songs. There you go. It's your set list.
All right,
Yeah.
I did just to finish the Fear Factory cover on
You got
piano.
3 with Jamal.
Which Fear Factory song you doing?
Regenerate.
There you go. Send some Jamal. Y'all can do a little guest appearance, some fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Have Frankie come up, do a little bit of fucking stand up.
Yeah, we'll stick Frankie in a corner. Buddy said we'll light him on fire.
You know what? I'll cover the Black Sabbath song and just play the same 3 notes. Da, da, da. Like,
It sounded like Star Wars to me.
da, 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 da.
There you go. Dude, you could put together. You're a talented motherfucker. You could do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, thank you.
Make it
Thank
happen.
you.
Yeah, you remember, bands like Apocalyptica?
Yeah, I just saw them recently.
I saw they just played. They just played at so much show I missed. Sigur Rós apparently played tonight or tomorrow, last night or something.
Sigur Rós is playing tonight.
Apparently, I sold out.
Oh, motherfucker.
So you're fucking Captain Hot Topic. You gotta fucking take a waiting for you there.
I know they were just in. I think that, or they're coming. Look, whatever. When we're done with this, look it up.
All right, I will.
But I heard
I
that.
only know them because of that one song that was featured on Lords of Chaos. But, but that looks like a great show. Oh, and let's see.
Come on.
Sigur Rós.
I'm pretty sure they're playing.
Tour dates and ticket information.
I've never seen them before.
North American
You know
tour.
Sigur Rós?
Nah.
It's pretty fucking cool shit.
See, like, I'm listening to all these fucking bands that you guys talk about. I didn't grow up listening to metal and shit, and I kind of wish I did.
Oh, they're on the 14th, and there's still tickets available.
14th of
Look
what?
at that.
14th of June
Really?
at the King's Theater.
Really? I've never been to the King's Theater.
That's where I saw King Diamond. It is the most beautiful place to see a
Isn't
show.
that in Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's in Brooklyn.
I saw 2 shows there. I saw King Diamond there, and I saw Evanescence.
That's a
there.
week from today. That's next Tuesday.
Yeah, and it's like a Baroque theater. Like,
Huh, I might have to go to that. Dude, what's cool about that, though, is you're not growing up listening to metal and stuff like that. It's like, you can go backwards and just keep fucking listening to, like, the obscure, like, weird shit. It's
Yeah,
pretty
so
awesome.
that's why, like, I filter in, like, all, like, the old shit. Like, I listen to Sepultura and shit. I'm not, like, super into it, but I'm working my way backwards. I mostly listen to the shit that sounds like a transformer fucking a really hot chick.
Yeah.
Like it's bands that I listen to that because I'm a guitarist, I really want to hear that envelope pushed as far as like technique and shit like that.
Like a band like Animals and Leaders or something like that.
Not
or
even like for like Surreption, like bands that people don't even fucking know.
See, I
about.
don't even know what the fuck
Surreption. You
is.
would like Surreption.
Yeah.
I just saw. Did you see them 2 weeks ago with Suffocation?
No, but I see that they dropped a single, and I'm gonna listen to that shit tonight.
Oh yeah.
But there's one song up there that they made. They hadn't made a fucking track in years. But the last shit that I listened to, I think was 2018, The King of Undisputed Nonsense. It's a fucking crazy song. But they're really, really talented guitarists. And like as far as like writing and shit, I listen to bands that really, really deep on the writing and then really push the envelope as far as like guitar playing and musicians. And I just want that to influence what I'm doing or inspire like how I want to play and what I want to do.
You got to be influenced by something, man. That's what you fucking do.
Are you an Obscura fan?
I'm not a fan, but I listen to.
Because their shit is incredible.
No, I know.
Like, and are you an Archspire fan?
Hell yeah.
You guys sound like you're just making shit up
Yeah,
right now.
I know.
man.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Archspire is right now my new favorite death metal band.
Zenith Passage.
Are these all like progressive, like prog metal?
Archspire, I don't know what the fuck you
fuck
call.
no.
Archspire is like, that is the most technically impressive musicianship I've seen in anything.
See, is it boring stuff though? Like, is it palatable?
Can we play stuff on the podcast?
Is it palatable?
A Dark Horizontal. Put
Yeah,
that on there.
look up the song "A Dark Horizontal" by Archspire.
It's like when you listen to it, it's like, wow, I can't do that, but these guys are really fucking
No,
good.
I got a question here. How do you spell that?
Archspire, Archspire. Archspire.
Archspire.
A Dark Horizontal.
And these guys are the funniest human
And he
beings
does
ever.
shotgun lyrics.
Oh, that's it with the.
Which one do you want to play here?
Dark Horizontal is a good song. Maybe Google that type in that song as well.
Dark Horizontal.
Don't tell him what to do, man.
Tell me how to
There it is. This is the song.
Here we go.
This isn't Archspire. This is the Coca-Cola commercial.
Yeah, it's Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
We should be getting paid for commercials. See?
I take it, dude. I take it, man. It's not something I would fucking, go out and buy some, but I mean, if it's on, I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. It's fucking brutal as
That's
shit.
definitely not what I listen to all the time, because when you listen to that, it's really to like, wow, like every part of this is really, really advanced. But then there's other bands that aren't as like on that level, but I listen to like fucking Whitechapel.
All right.
Because I like to hear a nasty fucking riff, because that's how I play.
Yeah. Or what's in it, like Lorna Shore, Shadow of Intent.
Fucking Humanity's Last Breath.
Yup.
Alex is also an encyclopedia.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They're both going at it like, like what the fuck?
Alex knows like all genres of metal, and I'm sure most music. And like, I mean, you just know he's a knowledgeable kid. This guy.
Well, I grew up like with music in my household.
Yeah,
so much.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the first, like my mom would show me like Whitney Houston and Barry White and like ABBA. And my dad would show me like classic rock and all that shit. And my brother would show me like metal. So like I just surrounded by all of it.
What's your first record
First record
you bought with your own money?
that I bought with my own money.
Yes.
I was 9 and it was Blink-182's self-titled album.
All right.
I remember I got it at Tower Records. They were like on their last lease of life at that point.
Wow. I miss record stores, man.
I miss Tower Records. I miss Virgin Megastore.
Yeah.
That's the one place I actually fucking went to.
Virgin Megastore?
Virgin.
And then, because I was like fucking young, and so I couldn't really go anywhere, couldn't do shit.
You went to the one in Union Square?
Yeah. I remember I met a fucking rapper there one day,
Really?
Bobby Valentino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really care at the time. I'm like, oh, there's that guy.
Yeah, I miss it. There was, there's a record store in Baltimore. I was just stopped in Baltimore. There's a record store there, and it was cool going into a fucking record store. You know what I mean? Like, especially they got posters, they got like fucking, all sorts of shit. I don't know, man. I miss that shit.
I'm an old school guy. I still buy my shit on iTunes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm old school. Back in my day, if you wanted the bonus track, you had to buy the whole album.
old school. I'm so old school. What did we used to have? What was that tape thing? That,
What are you talking about? The fucking cassettes?
yeah, the
Or-
cassettes.
or
you could order like 25 of them for a nickel.
what was that? BMI? BMG? Some shit?
no,
or-
no.
A-Track?
No,
A-Track.
I was A-Track's a little before my time.
Was it Columbia House?
Columbia House,
There
that
you
was
go.
it. Yeah, Columbia House. You ordered like fucking 20 cassettes for like a penny.
Yeah.
and then you stuck with them for a while. But it's funny when you got those cassettes, like they were always the white ones that wasn't the clear ones that you would get. But yeah, I got a lot of shit from that. But they had a ton of metal stuff. I remember getting Accept and a ton of Iron Maiden stuff through there. And yeah.
Oh, well, speaking of fucking metal, fucking R.I.P. fucking Bon Jovi's fucking bass player.
Oh,
OG bass
did he
player.
die? Really?
Yeah.
When that happened?
I thought it was a former member who.
Well, he's foreign. He's the original bass player.
The guy with the dreadlocks?
No. He was fucking from the 80s, bro. You had the fucking teased hair with him and all that shit.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, that fucking Jersey boy, fucking Jersey.
There you go.
Fucking guy.
We've lost a lot of good people in metal over the years.
Yeah.
And but the genre will never die.
Fuck no, dude, and it's alive and well. And it's funny though, man. Like, listen, it's never gonna be pop music. You know what I mean?
And it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be, and it shouldn't be accepted into the mainstream like that. But it's cool seeing it pop out like every once in a while. Did you watch that that new show on Netflix? It was like
I don't have Netflix.
it's a. Did you watch it?
The metal show, the metal. Yeah,
It was like I didn't. People were like, oh man, it was great.
It was cool.
It was all right.
it was cool.
It was all right. It was a little cheesy.
But you know what? Like, if you look at it this way, like, I think, you're right. It'll never be. I think metal, though, is in, like, some of the best, like, hands it's ever been in. Like, you're having a lot of metal movies being made.
Yeah.
You're having, like, death metal bands are, like, underground superstars now.
Fucking dude from Stranger Things has a Dio patch on his back. It's kind of cool,
Yeah. You see all these celebrities who are, like, big into metal and emo right now. Like, Billie Eilish's favorite band is Typo
Like the
Negative.
Kardashians, dude.
Yeah, she was rocking a Cannibal Corpse shirt because she's.
There's a picture of Kim Kardashian in a Morbid Angel shirt.
Yeah, well, because what's his name's Travis, your buddy there
Yeah.
now is dating her. So
His husband now, bro. Isn't they just
husband
get
and wife?
married? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but Travis has been around the world and back, and in many women and back. So
yeah,
I mean,
he's got quality now. Except like Kim is definitely the hottest one. It was so fucking funny.
No way.
Really?
No
Her
way.
face-
Fuck
Travis got
her
the best
face looks
one.
like her face looks like a foot.
Dude, you're fucking out of your mind. I walked in the other day and Diane was on the couch watching the fucking Kardashians. And I'm like, I'm like, who are you? Are you really watching the fucking Kardashians? I got home and I sat down and all the girls were on there and she's too perfect though. I mean, flawless looking. Absolutely flawless.
Probably take off the clothes and say,
No way, dude. That shit is tight like a motherfucker.
A lot of those ladies are like when you look at a hamburger in a McDonald's commercial. It's plump and juicy on TV, but then you get it in person, and it's like all saggy and sour.
got a point.
You're
He's
fucking
got a
out of your
point.
mind. I bet
got
that
a
shit.
point, man.
That shit looks. I bet it tastes delicious. I bet it's fucking. It tastes just like it's amazing.
call up Pete Davis and ask him how does it
And
taste.
props to Pete Davison. You know what I mean? Like little boy from
That
Staten
dude is a
Island.
cougar magnet. He was like in a relationship with like Kate Beckinsale, and she's like 25 years older than him.
He's the new Ashton Kutcher, bro.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher was dating what's her name?
Mila
Moore.
Kunis.
Yeah, Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Mila Kunis as well. But
He was hitting that too.
He's married to Mila Kunis now.
all right,
Nah.
I love the
That's right,
Butterfly
yeah.
Effect. That's an unpopular opinion, but the Butterfly
That's all
Effect
right.
is
That
one
was
of
a
my
great
favorite
movie. That was a
movies
great
of all
movie.
time.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
Part 2 sucked ass, but that was a
Well,
great movie.
yeah, well, they make sequels to everything nowadays. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they like make a sequel to Schindler's List.
Listen,
you know what I mean? Like,
Well, they're doing that 90s show. That 90s show's coming on.
I heard they're doing a 90s show. I would watch it. I would watch that.
Everybody but Hyde.
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Because he's fucking nice. I was like 4 or 5 chicks came out and said he fucking raped them. So
What's his name just got in trouble, too? The kid from the Wonder Years.
Which one?
Fred Savage.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, apparently I haven't watched it, but there's a new Wonder Years out right now that's like, and apparently Fred Savage was like a producer on it or maybe had an appearance. But yeah, he just got booted off of fucking. What
the fuck did he do?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Shit.
Listen, I don't go into details with these articles. I just read the headlines. You know what I mean? That's how I get. That's how I get my fucking.
As every man thirsty for knowledge should.
Yes, exactly.
You know, that's how you read the metal news on here. It's just Frankie going, all right, so Tim Lambesis of As I Lay Dying is
Yes. I don't
married the third time.
When you listen to Frankie, you don't learn a fucking thing. You actually decrease in brain cells.
Well, because he mispronounces every fucking name.
I think it's an act, bro. I really think it's an act.
you think he's really a
I think
genius?
it's a fucking act,
You
man.
think
Frankie should get his own talk show. He really should.
Should he though?
Yeah.
You two are like need to have a sitcom.
Listen, if you want to come in here every day and listen to Frankie go, he doesn't listen. It was funny because it was actually nice that he was sick today. I got here nice and early this morning. I've been here since 9 o'clock, and fucking, I actually got all my paperwork done and stuff. I didn't have like I mean all day fucking long. It's all day long. It's nonstop. So.
But you gotta look at it like this, man. That's fucking, you're Dracula and that's your Igor, bro.
That is, me and Frankie could have a sitcom.
Yeah, I could just picture an episode where like you two are robbing a bank one day, and Frankie's like just talking to all the hostages, being like, "Listen, we just need the money. Listen. Back in my early days, I was part of an armed robbery. I was in your position as well, and you get over it. You get over it. You're gonna have a story to tell your kids one day.
They just blast somebody with a shotgun. I said, "Don't fucking move."
That'll be like that
In the
scene.
buddy bodysuit.
It'll be like that scene from Falling Down where he holds up the fast food restaurant.
Fucking Frankie. I got so many Frankie stories. It's fucking great. He should, every day, he should have a TV show.
Yeah, I think this is a franchise waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Dude, put a couch on stage, bro, and just bring in fucking people. Fucking have Frankie interview.
You know what? I'll do that piano show if Frankie opens up for me.
If we put a couch on a stage and somebody walks back in and Frankie is here, they're not going to know what they're walking in.
And you need to, Frankie needs a wrangler. You know what I mean? As Jamal saw when he had to bring Frankie up to go hand out flights, Frankie needs a wrangler. You just let Frankie off doing his own thing. It's, you know what I mean? It's a little chaos, But yeah, who knows? Maybe me and Frankie will get a TV show someday. And, it was funny too, and then I was like, at one point I had to go run some errands, and I'm like, oh, man, I don't have Frankie to run my errands with me today. I probably got them done a half hour quicker than if fucking Frankie was with me. Because I was like, holy shit, my day's been going so smooth today.
It's almost too good to be true.
Yeah.
He needs one of those leashes that like parents be putting on their kids, like if they walk too far.
I
Oh,
don't.
fucking
yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah, he does need one of those.
I'm not a parent, so maybe I'm not in a position, but I think if you do that with your kid, that's just fucking degrading. And disgusting.
It's like walking a dog, man.
Listen, fuck you. One of the first memories I've had as a kid is being tied to a tree. I remember we had not like fucking strapped to a tree.
Sorry, I have a great grandfather that remembers that too.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up, bro.
Oh man.
I'm hanging out with Josh too much.
But yo,
That was hot.
He said it.
yeah, he said it. But yeah, I remember like my parents tied me to. We had a sleepy. What the fuck are those trees? Whatever.
Oh, Weeping Willow.
Weeping willow in my backyard, and I was my first memories as a kid. I was tied to that tree, and I could only go so far. So
Who the fuck did that to you?
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind.
up.
I wouldn't mind being.
Mama Blanchard?
70s. It was the 70s, bro.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind being tied to a leash right now if the right girl was doing it. But like,
All right.
You heard it, ladies out there. He wants to be tied to a leash by one of you.
And hope you got a big old strap
well,
on. For
you
him,
know
guys.
what? We talk about new metal. I like to feel like a freak on a leash.
He's good with those one-liners, man.
I
Fucking
try.
A.
I try.
Yeah. Well, Alex, we have no heavy metal news for you to read for fucking Frankie. So
Better off.
we don't want to get We don't want to give Frankie's job away. You know what I mean?
I totally understand that,
Yeah.
And nobody does it better than him anyway. So.
No, exactly. I mean,
In homage to Frankie, can you just say one thing, Alex? Just say Womb Raider one time.
Womb Raider.
yeah, say womb rated to Frankie. He'll love it.
Womb waiter?
Just like that.
That's Brad Pitt's new name.
Yeah.
Womb raider?
The Womb,
Womb
Raider.
Raider.
Ugh. I mean, I find it hard to believe that Brad Pitt, we were just talking about, he's always portrayed as a Nazi hater because he looks like Hitler's dream.
Yeah. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
He loves chicks with no big tits and big thighs.
Listen, I love fucking, what's her name, too?
You're in this Jennifer Aniston shit, man.
Yeah, well, listen.
God.
We have some different tastes there, me and you, D.
I fucking know what you see in her, bro.
Listen, my dream girl is Shirley Manson. So
Shirley Manson.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Shirley Manson?
Singer
the
of
bitch from fucking
garbage.
yeah.
And don't call her a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
That's my generation tone of how we talk about women, those bitches.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I'm Paranoid is my favorite song of all time. And when I first heard that song, I just fell in love. And like,
I was a very underrated band. Very
Yeah.
underrated
Garbage?
band. Yeah.
well, they made a behind the music documentary on them.
They did one?
Yeah.
They weren't underrated, dude. They fucking killed it.
Yeah, but
They
I mean,
killed
come
it.
on. But I mean, nobody puts them on that fucking, on the echelons they deserve.
But one of their members produced Nirvana's Nevermind, so money was never an issue. I don't
Exactly.
think. So
Yeah, they were kind of. Well, weren't they kind of?
he took his points on that album.
yeah.
Weren't they kind of a put together band? Like,
Yeah, Butch.
Their
Butch
singer,
Vig did it.
Shirley used to sing in a band called like Goodbye, Mr. Mackenzie, and then I think what's the fucking producer of
Butch
Nevermind?
Vig.
Butch Vig. I think he like was supposed to produce them.
That was his
and-
brain. That was his brainchild.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah.
It was two producers and fucking Shirley Manson, and they got some other two fucking guys to fucking jump on bass and drums.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
I don't know.
They
Fucking,
made fucking millions.
garbage.
Millions.
Hey, their
Actually,
their
no.
song
I have heard them.
when their music is featured on Rock Band, they're doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Lamb of God was on rock bands.
was a lot of fucking bands. That's
Sleep.
a lot of fucking bands.
Yeah, there was a lot of bands on it. Good for them. All right, we got to start wrapping it up. I got to pee. It's my fucking time. My bladder's full again.
Yeah, and I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah, me too. All right, D, plug your shit.
All right, remember, motherfuckers, tomorrow night, bro, I'm going to have fucking Jamal back on Front of Dungeon Podcast. It's going to be everywhere at 9:05. And don't forget to check out Whatever We Feel on Radio on Mondays. And don't forget to like and subscribe everything on L13SP everywhere. Well, actually, it's Lucky 13SP everywhere. And, yeah, Captain Hot Topic, you're next.
I plug my shit?
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Unless you want me to plug your shit.
Well, listen, I'm hungry right now, so if you buy me dinner, we'll see. You could follow my artwork on Instagram, Alexander Haber. If you're interested in collaborating or something, I respond to all my DMs on there. Follow Heavy New York on Facebook. We are coming back. We will come back, and we'll come back stronger than ever. In the meantime, subscribe to the Heavy New York YouTube channel. That's the best place, and keep it fucking metal.
Fuck yeah. You, sir?
Big J from around the way.
Still Cowboy from Hell _13 on Instagram. And also, you can find me on fucking Spotify. Because everybody always asks about the music that I play here. I have a million different playlists, but the ones that I mainly use when I'm working is on Spotify at They Call Me Mustang. And there's like a Lucky 13 podcast.
Is
and
your
all.
dick called Mustang?
That's what they call me.
Yeah. All right, fellas. We will talk to you guys next week. Thank you, Alex.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Peace out.
Yeah.